Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for July 2025. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into your reading. Keep in mind, this is a general message, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please do not force a message to fit into your life. If it doesn't feel right, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, all right? Spiritual team, Numinous Astro deck, what messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? What messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? Let's see. All right, we have Sagittarius, opposition, Pisces, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the 12th house. Let's get into these cards more in depth. So Sagittarius is the zodiac sign associated with being enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, unbridled, lucky, boundless, traveling, risk-taking, tactless, and self-righteous. Okay. Next, we have the opposition, which is an astrological aspect. And this aspect relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out. This is a challenging aspect. Okay. Next up, we have Pisces, which is the sign associated with imagination, compassion, healing, empathy, being mystical, magical, dreamy, enigmatic, spiritual, emotional, escapists, being impractical and illogical. And again, no shade to any of these zodiac signs. It's just what it says on the cards. Finally, we have the 12th house, which is the astrological house of the subconscious mind, your psychological patterns of behavior, self-sabotage, compassion, dreams, karma, forgiveness, healing, closure, endings, death, baggage, the unseen, spiritual development, all of that. Okay. Some of you guys could have Pisces in the 12th house. Some of you guys could have Sagittarius in the 12th house. Or you could have some things, opposing things in your 12th house. Okay. I'm not really picking up on anything yet, other than we have a Mercury retrograde happening in the middle of July, from July 17th until August 11th. So there could be some sort of challenge there, or bringing up maybe some old opportunities or people related to healing or closure. Let's see what the tarot has to say, though. Spiritual team, Cosmic Coven Tarot. What messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? What messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? My mind completely left the building for a second there. All right, what do we have going on? Seven of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. The Star card and Knight of Wands reversed. You know what I initially heard, like right out gate, was there's going to be an opportunity this month for you to get the whole story. Like I said, healing and closure is going to be probably a big theme for a lot of people during this Mercury retrograde. This particular Mercury retrograde is just hitting certain aspects and energies that is like, it is the quintessential Mercury retrograde. People coming back, healing, closure, rethinking, revisiting, redoing things, anger, frustration. Literally, there's a mixed bag of how this is going to affect everybody, and we could be feeling everything that a Mercury retrograde is meant to bring back, like within the span of a month. So this is going to be a lot. And for you guys in particular, I just feel like someone is coming back into your life that maybe things didn't necessarily end well, or left things confusingly, like you're really uncertain of like why things ended the way they did. I think you're finally going to get the full story. You're going to finally get that closure, and you're going to finally be able to like move on. And I think this is, I don't necessarily feel like this is going to open up any wounds per se, but there are some things that could possibly trigger you, especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse. There could be some triggering moments. The opposition card that came out in the beginning for you guys, this is definitely like a mirroring moment. This is holding up a mirror to you, or you holding up a mirror to someone else and showing them themselves, or someone showing you yourself. You may not like what you see in the mirror, but it's a truth that needs to be addressed. Just gonna put that out there. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the Magician. The Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah, a lot of unseen things. A little nugget of wisdom is what I just heard with this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there is a lesson here that you can take with you in the future. The Ace of Pentacles right underneath the star. It's like the silver lining of a not so great moment. You know, things may not have ended well in this particular situation, but you got a little nugget of wisdom to take with you in the next experience, relationship, whatever. And I feel like this is just helping you recognize what is beneath the surface subconsciously for you, or whoever this person is. Again, take what resonates. I feel like you guys are kind of unlocking some subconscious patterns, some self-sabotaging behavior, patterns, beliefs, whatever. And you're like, ooh, I did not recognize that I was even capable of doing that, or making people feel some type of way, XYZ, whatever. The Magician card is here, which is definitely big Mercury energy, big Gemini energy. So Mercury retrograde is going to be calling in a lot of stuff. It's going to be bringing a lot of stuff to you, I think. But I also think it's meant to make you a more well-rounded person, which is what the Magician is all about. It's like using all of your knowledge, all of your tools, all of your skills, whatever past experiences to make you a more well-rounded person, a more capable person. So I mean, it is what it is. It's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel like some of you guys may want to run away from it, metaphorically or literally. Like you may want to literally run away from this truth, or this realization, or this burden of knowing or understanding something about yourselves or the situation, whatever. Again, take what resonates. You may feel like you want to run away. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to believe it. You don't want to feel it, whatever the case is. But if you can take this little nugget of experience, wisdom, whatever it is, and use that to plant the seed of like, I'm going to use this lesson as a means of making me a better person, I think you guys are going to get a lot more out of this experience than others will. Okay. And for some of you, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship either. This could be a friendship. This could be an old coworker. This could be literally anybody. It doesn't have to be always romantic situation. I do have the Three of Cups here in the reverse. So I'm getting more friendship than romantic for some of you, but this could be a romantic situation. It could be. I don't know. Maybe it's multiple past relationships. Maybe it's multiple past friends. Maybe it's multiple people. Especially with the Three of Cups being here, it's giving group or more than one person. Okay, so take what resonates on that front. It's going to be different for everybody. But that is essentially what I'm seeing here for you guys, okay? Oh, excuse me. I've been having so much trouble with my throat the last couple of days. I feel like there's a frog in it, or like just some gross, but like mucus in there that I just cannot seem to get out. And I'm just ate, and I think I'm having some acid reflux. Too much information, but you know what? Like, it is what it is. So if you hear me like stumbling on my words or needing to stop or whatever, you hear some gurgling, it is what it is. All right. Anyway, so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading with a couple of oracle decks. And if you guys want a bonus reading in the middle of the month, definitely leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if this resonated for you. I do bonus readings for the top 3 signs that engage with my content. So if you want a love message and a general message, I give both of those readings in one in the middle of the month. So if you want that, definitely let me know. All right, spiritual team, Moonology Manifestation Oracle, what additional messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? What messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? Okay, we have New Moon in Libra. Just know you are loved. So interesting. Some of you guys may have felt like unsupported in the past, maybe with like a group of people. Interesting. I don't know why that came up. Some of you guys may have felt like unsupported in the past by people, groups of friends, family members, coworkers, whatever. I feel like this month is going to remind you that there are people in your life that do care and love you, care about you and love you in one way or another. How that plays out for you may be different for everybody, so I don't want to get into too much detail or try and give an example. I feel like whoever resonates with that message and needs to hear that will resonate with it and receive it. Okay. Next, we have the full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And I don't know why, but I also heard take responsibility for your actions. Take responsibility for your actions. For those of you where you were the person that maybe did something wrong in a situation or a relationship, and take the opportunity, take the actions necessary to correct that within yourself. So that way it doesn't happen again in the future, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the full moon in Taurus, and it says detoxify. Okay, so maybe this is something you've been holding on to for a long time. Maybe this is something that has bothered you for a long time and you just never got the closure, you never got the healing. This is definitely the month to let go and finally like detox that situation from your system, from your psyche, whatever it is. Like this is the closure, the healing that you need. But this is also a good opportunity for those of you where you resonate with the message of like, I feel like I'm in the wrong here and I need to face this uncomfortable truth. It's time to detoxify that part of yourself, let it go, and start to build a better habit or a better pattern of behavior, thought process, whatever, and let go of some of those things that are holding you back or making you feel like you're the villain in someone's story, okay? I don't know how else to put it. That's the best way I could describe it, all right? Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July, 2025? That's way too many. I'm not taking that. What final messages do you have for the Taurus Collective for July 2025? What's crazy is I did a personal reading for a Taurus literally a couple days ago, and I kept telling her, I was like, I feel like someone's coming back around in your life very, very soon. So if she's watching this, you know exactly who you are. I feel like this is just more information on that girl. All right. Anyways, first up, we have fluorite, find peace within, find peace. I just feel like this is just confirmation of everything I just said. So finding peace within, finding that healing, finding that closure, finally having that ability to release any feelings that you've been holding on to relating the situation. And also finding peace within in terms of like letting go or recognizing that there may be a piece of you that is the unhealthy person. Okay, that could be a reality as well. Next, we have adventuring, create your own luck. Very interesting. I'm going to come back to this one because I'm not necessarily finding a message for this one, and I want to see what comes next. Amethyst, trust your intuition. Some of you guys may be interested in, excuse me. Okay, pursuing new opportunities financially. Okay, so for those of you that wanted more information about finances and career, definitely trust your gut, put yourselves out there a little bit more, pursue different things than you're used to pursuing. You could find some luck outside of like your typical industry that you apply for around this time, especially if you live in the US. I think the job market is just completely shot right now. So it's time to get creative and maybe create opportunities that weren't there. Like, I don't know, walk into your local ice cream shop and be like, hey, do you guys need somebody on the night shift? Like, they may not have a job posted on Indeed, but the manager that's working the back counter is like, yes, I desperately need somebody. please help. You know what I mean? Like, do it the old fashioned way. That came to me this morning too. I was thinking in the shower today, I was like, maybe I'll just go walk around and see if people are hiring. You never know. You never know. All right, let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have Labradorite. See the magic. See the, I guess, I don't know if serendipity is the right word, but yeah, just recognize that this lesson, this conversation, this situation, opportunity was meant to come into your life at this specific moment in time. You needed to learn this lesson or get this closure, because I feel like you guys are about to, excuse me, oh my goodness. I feel like you guys are about to move into a new stage. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I feel like you guys are about to move into like a new stage of life or a new opportunity. And I feel like you needed to hear this or let go of this completely in order to move forward. So once you've processed all the emotions that you feel about the situation and you've come out on the other side of like the healing or the letting go or the learning, you can look back on this moment and be like, wow, I actually really needed that at this point in time in my life. And I'm actually really happy that it happened. And I'm so glad I was able to move on from it. And I'm so glad to get the closure, whatever. All right, Tauruses, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated for you. Maybe share this with another Taurus if you feel like it would resonate for them. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. You can find my handles below in the description box. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Until then, though, please take care of yourselves, all right? Bye.